Alright class, now, before we move on to the last lesson for today, I'm going to be giving out a cookie to each of you from this cookie jar on my desk. Only those who have been well behaved will get one cookie each.
Oh boy. A cookie from the cookie jar? I'm so excited to get one.
Okay Gina, for being my #1 most favorite student in my class and for always being well behaved in my class, you are certainly going to get a cookie from this cookie jar.
Those sure is some tasty cookies.
Oh wow, thank you so much Mrs. Christina. I'm always well behaved.
Indeed you are Gina, keep up the good work. Alright Kevin, since you always have been well behaved in my class, you get a cookie from the cookie jar as well.
Those sure is some tasty cookies.
Nice, I got a cookie from the cookie jar. Thank you Mrs. Christina.
You're welcome Kevin.
Yeah. Now I'm going to get a cookie from the cookie jar.
Actually Dora, you're not. Why? Because you have been a very bad girl lately. Do you really think you deserve a cookie from the cookie jar after the very bad things you did lately? No, and I mean, no.
But Mrs. Christina, please. I want to get a cookie from the cookie jar.
No Dora, only well-behaved students are allowed to get a cookie from the cookie jar, and you are certainly not well-behaved. You're not going to get a cookie from the cookie jar and that's final.
I want to get a cookie from the cookie jar. I want to get a cookie from the cookie jar. I want to get a cookie from the cookie jar. I want to get a cookie from the cookie jar. I want to get a cookie from the cookie jar.
Dora, you are not getting a cookie from the cookie jar. Maybe if you behaved well as Gina and Kevin, you would have gotten a cookie from the cookie jar. But the answer is still no.
That's it. If that's the case, then I'm going to help myself by taking one cookie from the cookie jar.
Dora, put the cookie jar back on my desk right now. You don't deserve a cookie after all the very bad things you did lately.
No. Now I'm going to take one cookie from the cookie jar since you refused to give me one.
Dora, don't you dare.
Sure is some tasty
Holy
cookies.
goodness Dora, did you really have to do that? You are in very big trouble right now young lady. Dora, where do you think you're going with that cookie jar? Put it back on my desk right now. Dora, don't even think about it.
There. Now nobody can have a cookie from the cookie jar. Take that Mrs. Christina. This is what you get for not giving me a cookie from the cookie jar.
Oh my freaking god Dora, Did you really had to throw the cookie jar out the window just because you were the only student in my class who didn't get a cookie from the cookie jar due to your very bad behavior, huh? You're in very big trouble now Dora. You know what? That's it. I had absolutely enough of you and your troublemaking actions. Go to Principal Cherry's office right now.
Screw you Mrs. Christina. You are such a rubbish good-for-nothing teacher.
Hey, don't call me a rubbish good-for-nothing teacher. That was very rude of you to say that to me.
Dora, I just got a phone call from Mrs. Christina telling me what you just did in your class. I cannot believe you took a cookie from your class's cookie jar when you're not allowed to get one due to your very bad behavior and then threw the cookie jar out the window just because you were the only student from your class who didn't got a cookie from the cookie jar. That's it. For this, you are suspended from this school for 3 weeks. Go home right now. I'm calling your mum about this.
Dora. I cannot believe that you took a cookie from your class's cookie jar when you're not supposed to get one due to your very bad behavior and then threw that cookie jar out the window after that. That's it. You are grounded for 580 eternities. Go upstairs to your room right now and think about what you did to your class at school.